Greetings. This is Professor Hema Bharadwaj, and today we are going to discuss a topic in our today's lecture, which is OSI model, that is Open System Interconnection Model. So this is a very important topic in the subject data communication and computer networks. When we talk about communication of data, the data could be in any form, text, file, image, any kind of file. So when data is communicated from one user to another user, that is sender to receiver, then both the receiver and the sender should implement a proper same protocol so that the data could be sent smoothly and could be received in the same format. Earlier, when the formats were not same, then there were challenges in data communication. Therefore, in 1970, the organization which is called as ISO, International Organization for Standardization, implemented and introduced one model. The model is called as OSI model. That is, I already told, Open System Interconnection Model given by ISO. In 1970, when this model was introduced, it implemented 7 layers at both the sides, the sender and the receiver side. Now, when we talk about the client side, that is the sender side, if I am a sender and I need to send a file over a data communication channel, my data will first go with the layer 7, that is application layer. From then, this data will pass on to presentation layer, to session layer, to transport layer, network layer, then data link layer, finally to physical layer. After data passing through all these 7 layers, after physical layer, the data will pass on to the transmission channel. Now this transmission channel can be wireless or wired, Wi-Fi or through LAN, through wires. After getting passed on the transmission channel, this data is received at the receiver side, and here the reverse pattern is followed. That is, the data is accepted at layer 1, accepted at physical layer, and then it slowly moves on to next layers, reaching up to application layer. So at the receiver's end, this is the layer where physical layer is the layer where the data is received first and it moves on to the top, while this is vice versa at the sender's end. Now let us have a quick look at what all these 7 layers do during data communication. First layer is the physical layer. As the name suggests, all the physical components, the wires, twisted pair wires, twisted pair cables, coaxial cables, fiber optics, these all things are taken care at physical layer. Not only the wires, but the physical aspects, the hardware aspects, characteristics like voltage, transmission rate, everything, these all things are taken care at physical layer. The next layer is data link layer. Here the data is fragmented into frames, which is called as Ethernet frames. Also MAC addresses is given to the data packets, to the frames, so that they could know, or so that the transmission could know that where these data packets have to be transmitted. It also deals with error detection and media access control, encryption. Fine, there comes the third layer, that is network layer. Now network layer deals with IP addresses. All the devices, all the computers or any nodes which are present into the network, they have a logical address that is called as IP address. That IP addressing is done here at network layer. Along with that, routers are also used here in network layer. Routers are the devices which decides the best possible, best optimum way for data packets to get transmitted for a smooth traffic management. So these all important things are done here at network layer. It is also responsible to find the best path for data to get transmitted. Transport layer deals with end-to-end communication, and it also reassembles the data at the time of receiving. It fragments the data, it segments the data at the sender's end, and it reassembles the data at the receiver's end. Therefore, TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, and UDP are used here in transport layer. Fifth layer is the session layer. The function of session layer is to make a dialogue between sender and receiver, to make a common session so that the data could be communicated during this session. Maintaining this session and maintaining a common dialogue is the function of session layer. It also handles authentication, authorization, and session recovery. Such important tasks are done at session layer. Presentation layer. The work of presentation layer is to make the data presentable to the application layer. Like when data is coming from a transmission channel, then it is in encrypted form. So it decrypts the data back, and at the sender's end, of course, it has to encrypt the data in some of the, for example, ASCII, converting a text into ASCII at the sender side, and then converting back ASCII to text form is done here at receiver side. That is done at presentation layer. Application layer is the final and the seventh layer, and it deals with very important protocols like HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It also deals with SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. These protocols are used whenever we are surfing net. Therefore, internet browsers, web browsers play important role here in application layer. File Transfer Protocol, Domain Name System, all such technologies are used here at application layer. These are the major 7 layers. But now when we need to remember in simple form that what all these 7 layers are doing, in simple form we can remember physical layer. It transmits raw bit stream over the physical medium. Data link layer, it defines the format of data. Network layer, it decides which physical path the data has to follow. Then transport layer, it transmits data using TCP and proper protocols. Session layer, it maintains a session, it maintains a dialogue between sender and receiver. Presentation layer, it converts the data into usable, presentable form. Application layer, the human-computer interaction layer, where applications can access your data which has come from after the transmission. Now, in the end of this lecture, I will give you a trick how to remember. So a mnemonic is there which gives you a trick to remember all these 7 layers. There's a phrase which says, please do not throw sausage pizza away. Now if you can remember, because these 7 layers are very, very important for the students to learn. So if they could remember one phrase, please do not throw sausage pizza away. This sentence is a short form, is a trick to remember. P is for physical layer, D is for data link layer, N is for network layer, T is for transport layer, S is for session layer, another P is for presentation layer, and finally A is for application layer. So this is the trick, a phrase where through which you can remember these all 7 layers in a proper sequence. Now it's all about remembering what all these layers are doing. If you are writing a letter, application layer is something that writes the letter, the data. Presentation layer is deciding the language or the format of the letter. Session layer is establishing a correspondence with the recipient. Transport layer, here you put the letter in an envelope and you address it correctly, and you decide the registered mail or the way of communication. Network layer is the postal service that determines the best route where the data has to be communicated. Data link layer is the local post office which ensures that data will go to the house properly at the recipient end. and physical layer is the actual truck over which your letter is traveling and going. So this is the way where this all these 7 layers could be remembered, and we can remember the functions, the major functions of all these 7 layers. Thank you so much.